Alright, the complete ingredients list, which I have in my trusty sticky note here, to make sausage tortellini soup. You're going to need 3 cups of cooked Italian sausage, 4 cups of chicken broth, 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of parsley, salt and pepper to taste. And for this, I'm actually going to put an extra twist on this. I'm going to add half a cup of Parmesan cheese just to kind of thicken it up slightly. And in terms of directions, it's actually pretty straightforward. So we're going to start off by putting all the ingredients except the tortellini in a medium-sized saucepan. And we're basically going to just kind of bring it to a boil, and then we'll allow it to simmer for 15 minutes, and then we're going to add the tortellini and allow that to boil. So this is all going to kind of take place in a saucepan, and I'm actually going to up the the amount of the tortellini here, because I bought 2 bags, so I'm going to use probably closer to 5 cups here. Alright guys, so let's get started. So yeah, let's get our evaporated milk sitting over here a while. One of those. So I'm just using the Premio, sweet and hot Italian sausage. If you want to go for something that's a little less spicy, you can certainly do that. And it'll have a little less heat on it, but this isn't going to be like burn your tongue off kind of spice. It's just going to have extra heat. But for more sensitive audiences, you might want to step it down to something a little bit more mild, because after about 2 bowls of this, you are going to feel that heat. That is for sure. And we just got our, of course, giant branded cheese tortellini. And again, like I said, we got 2 bags of this stuff. So we're going to try and use as much of it as we can here. We'll see how far we get. Started off with 4 cups of chicken broth. Kind of think of it as our foundation here. Get a little bit of that stuff going there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you know what? I mean, we'll just dump the rest in. That's only about a fifth of a cup extra. It'll boil off. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and dump in our 1 can of evaporated milk. I'm actually going to get this going here. I'm just going to leave it on a 6 right now. Unfortunately, this is not a pull tab style. First world problem I know, so I'm going to get out the old can opener here. Give it a crank. Round and round it goes. Let's stop so nobody knows. And I already see it splashing. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't make a mess. Please don't make a mess. Oh my gosh. Alright. We're going to stop there because I don't want to go any further. Okay. Alright. And in you go. In you go. Again, guys, just 1 can. That's all you need. Just 1 can. Now this, for reference, is 12 fluid ounces. Alright, so 12 fluid ounces. I think that's probably a good amount. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started cutting up our Italian sausages. So I'm kind of thinking, like I said before, I think we'll do sort of 1 long ways. So a single cut lengthwise, and then we're just going to go across and do it like that, because I do want to make sure that this cooks properly. We do not want uncooked sausage in my soup. Right. And I think this knife is going to need sharpened soon. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's just a little tough, that's all. Alright. So we're just going to kind of go across. And again, this is the kind of size we're looking for here, guys. It's just kind of something like this. These sizes. Now we are going to have to, unfortunately, repack the meat. Something like that. Alright guys, and now we're going to go ahead and take our freshly cut up sausage and we're going to put it into our saucepan. Alright. Careful not to get any splashback, alright? It's nice and slow, don't just plop it all in there at once. You're going to be in for a world of hurt. You'll probably notice from some sausage tortellini recipes that the actual soup part, like the watery part of the soup, is kind of orange. Well, that's because of the Italian sausage. That's going to add a little bit of orange to it because of the spices that are in it. And that's perfectly fine. That's what we want. Yeah, check that out, guys. We're about halfway through this recipe and look at that nice orange coming in there. Again, that's because of the sausage that we put in there. Specifically the spicy part of the sausage, and that's going to give it that nice orange color there. And look at the wonders that cutting that sausage up into smaller pieces does. Look, it's already getting nice and brown, just the color we need it. But we're going to keep that going there. We're going to wait till that comes to a boil, and once it does, we're going to turn that heat down a little bit, and then we're going to add in our tortellini. But while we're waiting for it to boil, since we're still kind of in the first half of this recipe, guys, we're going to go ahead and add in our parsley flakes and our oregano. Kind of eyeballed a little bit. Again, this parsley isn't really going to give it much flavor. This is kind of like a decorative parsley, in my opinion. You do you. And again, now comes our oregano. And we're looking for about a tablespoon. If you want to do a little more than that, that is perfectly fine. In fact, I think I'm going to go a little over the tablespoon here. There we go. Alright, and then we'll just mix it right in. Alright, and here we are 15 minutes later. We're getting a nice boil here on our soup so far. So you know what that means. It is time to put in the tortellini. Alright, now I got mine out of the freezer ahead of time just to have it thaw a little bit. That way it cooks a little nicer. So right now, we're going to go ahead and turn it down to a 4. We're going to add in our tortellini now. Alright. One more stir here. Oh yeah, there we go. That's good. And I think we're gonna do one more bag here. We'll probably do. I'm thinking 1.5 bags for this size saucepan should be plenty. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm only gonna dump in half of this, and then we'll put the leftovers in the freezer. We're going to bring this to a boil a second time now. So I went ahead and turned the heat up to 7. Should get us going again, and just start stirring it. Stirring and churning. Stirring and churning. Just keep doing that over and over again here for a little bit. And then, once you have that done, we're just gonna keep a watchful eye on it and make sure it boils appropriately. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Here we go, guys. So we have it at a boil again. So we're gonna go ahead and first turn that down one more time, all the way down to a 4. It's looking beautiful. And we're gonna go ahead and take our shredded Parmesan cheese, and we're just gonna put, I'm gonna put closer to a 1/4 cup. Yeah, something like that. And we're just gonna go ahead and carefully churn that on in there. Just to give it a little cheesiness. There we go. That looks beautiful. And if you do want to make breadsticks with this as well, you certainly can. We didn't do that in this particular episode, but I think garlic breadsticks would be an excellent addition to a nice Italian soup like this. So let's go ahead and get this served up and see how it looks in a bowl. And look at that, guys. There is our tortellini soup, our sausage tortellini soup. So we've got our sausages there, we've got our cooked tortellini, wonderful soup mix of the chicken broth and the evaporated milk, along with our oregano and parsley, giving it a nice beautiful look there and flavor. And again, if you'd like to serve this with breadsticks, you absolutely can. Well, looks like that is another success from the Major Mason kitchen. As usual, I'll post the ingredients in the description below. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.